Hello friends, welcome back. Time for another episode of BigDenoPlays. Today we're going to try a new game. It's called Expeditions, and it's a sequel to the game Scythe. Scythe being one of my all-time favourite games. But this, I stayed away from. The early reviews were just, I think, caught up on the fact that it wasn't really like Scythe. It looked like Scythe, but it didn't play like Scythe. And so I steered away from it. But it rated very highly on the top 100 solo games list for last year. And the more I've looked into it, the more I think it's actually probably a game that I will enjoy. And I got it, I unpacked it, and my first thought was, my goodness, the production value is insane. But it's also, as we move over to the shot, wildly overproduced. This is a very big space for what is I would say, very small game in terms of, this could have been half the size, but it does look cool, so we'll give it that much. So in this first playthrough, we are playing as Gunther and Nacht, and we are playing as the Lumberjack. And here is the little Lumberjack. You can see he's got his little white base to tell you that he is us. We've got these white stars in this. And the game works in a very simple way. We use this little cube for our action selection. So in the very first turn of the game, we go here. And then we have to move to one of these locations. And this will obviously leave two. So those are the two actions that we take. On the first turn, we get to take all three. And then each subsequent turn, we can move the cube to a different one. It just can't stay in the same spot. And eventually, if we run out of cards or things we want to do, we can refresh, which will be our whole turn, but we'll get everything back, which you'll see later on, before we move back to here, when we get to take all three actions again for taking a refresh action. Very elegant system, actually. Very, very elegant indeed. Now, we're going to be playing off against the Automa. This is the Automa level we've selected. It's the Mazionette, which is basically like the worst, crappiest level ever. But since I don't really understand the game all that well, that's the one we're going to take. As you would know, if you've watched a few of my playthroughs, the types of games I like are ones where the dummy player, the Automa, has very minimal impact on your turns. And fortunately, that does appear to be the case in this game. That card is relatively easy to do what needs to be done. The Automa is represented by two mechs, this black mech here and this blue mech up the top. At this point, we're going to shuffle this deck and I'm going to deal out the cards, and I think we will be good to go. It is the cards feel absolutely wonderful, but the question I ask myself is this a wow, they've got a lot of quests here, don't they? Is that no, that's an item. Okay, exosuit. Cool. So basically all we do is we will move around this, we'll explore these locations, gaining these map tokens, which are a Scythe callback, and taking actions that are on the various locations that we explore. Some of them are straightforward, it's gain a worker, like these ones. Others will have to refer to these little things down the bottom. But our ultimate objective is down here, and that is to place out our stars, again, very reminiscent of Scythe, onto these little markers here. And so we can score them if we have completed 4 quests, if we have 4 medals, if we have 4 items, if we achieve this, if we take corruption tokens, if we gain 8 cards under our control, and so on. And then at the end of the game, we score points based on the number of dollars that we have under our control. That's pretty much it. So I'm going to take my first turn and then I'll explain how various interactions work as we progress. So our first turn of the game is always this. Now, I'll show you this card up in a little bit more detail because you will be using this card right now. That is Gunther. He's our character that we're playing as. So when we play Gunther, we will use this ability down the bottom, but only if we can trigger it by playing a red worker. So let's look very carefully at our place that we find ourselves. So we are on the base camp, and we can take our 3 actions, move, play, and gather in any order. So the first thing we're going to do is going to go move, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to gather, which is gather one of these resources, and so we will gather a red worker into our team. And then we play Gunther over here into our grid. So we'll play him, we'll pay the red worker, and he says that I can gain a green worker or I can solve a quest. I don't have a quest, so I'm just going to gain a green worker. And that is our first turn. Good work, team. So that's our turn. Next turn, we'll only get to take 2 of those actions. So we'll go over here to the Automa. So all we do is we draw a decision card. If it has a cube up the top here, then we'll move the cube across this tracker. It does not. If we have 3 stars, it's obviously not achieved any yet, it will do this. Otherwise, it does this. And then it will do this. And that's it. So literally, all we're doing for the Automa is we're going to move this blue mech across 1, 2, and the black mech across 1. It doesn't do anything else. That's it. Fun. So what we want to do now, I think, is I would like to take a move action and then a gather, maybe? Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to move and gather. So if we go over here, we can move 1, 2, 3, and we're going to gather this. Now this action is gain 1 benefit from an adjacent location. I'm going to take this one, and that's any face-up card. So the card that we're going to take is this exosuit, and the exosuit is an item. We can, oh, I forgot to do something, but I'll talk about that in a second. We can play that card and we gain the benefit of the exosuit, but we can also use it for its item benefit, which I'll explain a little bit later on should we get it. Anytime we gain a card, it goes into our active row, which is over here, and we don't get to apply any of its abilities. Anytime you play a card, you also gain this, which is its core value. So for our Gunther character, we gain a teal, and I think that's cunning, maybe. I'll check the name of that. Guile, cunning, same thing. Great, so we've moved and we've gathered, and that is our turn. How good is that? So quick. What's the Automa doing? So we're going to move the cube across 1 space, boom. It hasn't got 4 stars, so the blue mech is going to move 3, 1, 2, 3, and the black mech is going to move 2, 1, 2, and that's all it does. While we're here, we'll replenish this card there with a Tesla pistol. Very cool. All right, so now we can play this Nacht. So let's do this action. We're going to move and play. And so with our move, we're actually going to move 1, 2 onto this tile. So when we go onto an unexplored tile, we flip it over. It's a fishing village, very nice. And we then have a little symbol down here which has to be covered over by 5 or more. There's a 2 and a 3. Okay. So now this fishing village allows us to take this action, which is called a boast. However, before we can do that, we need to remove the corruption. So we have moved. We're now going to play a card, and the card that we're going to play is going to be Nacht. So we can play Nacht because we have a green worker. And he says, gain the core value of any other card you control. We will gain the core value of the Gunther, which takes us to here. And because we also played him, we gain his core value. that's our turn. It's pretty straightforward. So move the cube. We do not have 4 stars, so the blue mech will move 1 space across. However, this other one requires 0 stars. And so it will apply this, which is to reveal the tile that it's on. The impact zone. So this also has corruption that we need to vanquish. A 4 and a 2 for a total of 6 or more. And because the map token was on there, the automa takes the map token and adds it to its collection. And as you can see here, each map token will score at 1 point, each corruption will score at 1 point, and each star will score at 4 points. That's the end of the automa's turn. It's our turn, and we would like to refresh. So when we refresh, we simply move this to here. We gain all of our workers back and all of our cards, and they go over here. And unfortunately, that is our turn. I will also forget that I did this as well, which is I can take the benefit from any adjacent location. So that's a card. Do I want a card? Yes, I will take a card, and I'll take this Tesla pistol. I should have done that last turn, so that will also go to my refreshed section. So I still keep that, because they're worth stuff on occasion. Alright, so we replenish that. A Mitz valve. Alright, so we are going to move across, and they're going to accrue their very first star of the game. Then there's not 7, so the blue mech will move 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And the black mech, it's also going to uncover the next map tile. As you can see, it's already on one, so it moves to its next one, which is this. And we'll flip this over. The mining town. The artwork is incredible. It's just like Scythe. Very, very good. A 5, a 3, and a 5. Yuck. Alright, so we are going to do this right here on our turn. So we're going to play Nacht. So Nacht requires a green card, a green worker to play. We have a green worker. We are going to gain a core value of 1 for that. And then we can vanquish. So this card allows us to vanquish. Vanquishing is taking the card here. I don't know if I've zoomed in well enough here. Yep. And so we're going to actually take these 2 corruption. Now, there is a 3 and a 2. The way that we take corruption is by spending this stuff. Fortunately, whenever we vanquish, reduce the cost of the first corruption of each colour by 1. So this one's going to cost us 2, 1, 2. And this one's going to cost us 1, 1. If this vanquish removes the location's final corruption, you may gain the revealed benefits. Unfortunately, that's a boast. We can't boast because we haven't completed anything yet. No, we cannot. So that's the vanquish. So we've gained these 2 corruption. And now we can, this moves across here. And now we can also gather. So we will gather at the location, which is 1 and 1 from the tile. And then we can move. Where do we want to move? I think we want to move down here and get ourselves another red worker. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. You can move through these guys. So we're going to gain that map token. Ooh, the warehouse. We have a 4 plus a 4. Alright, and our map token that we reveal is... that is gain a card from the top of the deck. And we gain the Amulet of Bravado. Okay. We don't play that, so we don't gain that reward. That's our turn. Over to the Automa. Move the cube. Don't have 5 stars, so move the blue mech 2. 1, 2. And again, this guy is revealing a tile, and so he will move 2 spaces to this one and reveal the Weird Forest. So they have 3 of those tokens. We have a 5, and that is all it needs, just 1 5. That's it. So this middle row has been revealed quite effectively from the Automa. Alright, our turn. I want to... I gather and play. Is there a quest that I can gather? So when you play a quest... So a quest, let's grab one as an example. Identify members of the Lost Expedition. Up the top right, you have a location that you need to go to, and then the cost, which you must pay. Once you do that, you actually add the quest to your grid, and you'll score points at the end of the game based on the number of quests that you have concluded. So the quests are what we're trying to do to free the land of the corruption. But yeah, so what do I want to do now? So for our action, we are going to move and gather. So when we move, we're going to move to this location here, but we're going to gather, and that symbol means an adjacent face-up card. That's ruined my plan, ruined it, I tell you. Okay, I'll do this. 1, 2, 3. I'll take an adjacent benefit. I'll take this benefit, and I'm going to take this card here, which is Search for the Mining Town for Fuel and Survivors. So that goes over here to my played area, and that is a quest that we can complete. So that's it. So the Automa is going to move this. It doesn't have 2 stars, so the blue mech will just move twice, 1, 2, and it doesn't have 3 stars, so the black mech will move 1, 2, and that's all for the mechs. So our turn now. I had a great plan here, so we're going to play and move. So we're going to play Gunter. He's going to go down here. I'll do it up here, I guess. A red, and he's going to allow us to solve the quest. We're going to do that after we move over here. 1, 2, 3, and we're on this number 11, and that is the location we need to be on for this Search the Mining Town. So when we play Gunter, we gain its core value, which is 1 guile, and then to complete this quest we need to pay 2 guile, 1, 2, and we can play a card from our hand, is that right? Play 1 card from your hand, gain its core value. You may place a worker. So I don't know if I have to place a worker. I'll look into that in a second, but we've completed this quest by paying the 2 guile, and so when you complete a quest, it gets played up the top of your deck up here, like so. Something like that. Yeah, so we can play a card, and we will play this exosuit. We don't have to put a worker on it, which is good because we can't. So we just gain the core value from that exosuit. And that's our turn. We really need to get some more workers, I think, so we can play more cool cards. Alright, so there's not 4. It is going to sweep, which means it's going to remove any cards that it is adjacent to it and replace them. Occult Nexus, and then it's going to move 1, 2. And this one doesn't have 3 stars, it's going to move 1, 2, and it skips us 3 to there. So I am a bit perplexed now. If I gather and move, I can vanquish again. Gather and move. Or can I vanquish anything? No. What is that? Is that the place where we can... No. So we need to vanquish there so we can do some item things. So we'll just move and gather. And we will go 1, 2, 3. We're going to gain a yellow worker. And that's all we will do on our turn. So it does have 1 star. And so it's going to do the top action. And it doesn't have 5 stars, so it's just going to move once. So this guy... Ooh, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this guy's going to move once, and this guy is going to reveal this location and gain the map tile. That is so far away from me, you have no idea. I have very long arms. That requires 8 corruption. There's a 5, a 2, and a 5. Well, guess who's not going to be going for that? I just realised we have to replace that. Alrighty. Back to us. So if I gather and play, move and play, no, I'm just going to refresh. So I'm going to gain all my cards back now. 1, all my workers, 1, 2. Okay, that Amulet of Bravado. Whenever you have 10, you may decrease your power to 3 to gain 3. Alright, so we're advancing the cube. We're sweeping up the top, which is just this 1 card, replacing it with a Fusion Link. And it doesn't have 3, so it's going to move 1, 2, 3. This doesn't have 4, so it's going to move 1, 2, 3. It's a good automa. Alright, so I think I want to get another red worker. And I want to play this Amulet of Bravado. So let's play the Amulet of Bravado. And we'll place a yellow worker on it. So we immediately gain a power. We also gain a guile. Whenever you have 10 power, you may decrease it to gain $3, which is basically 3 victory points. So that's our play. We will move 1, 2, and we will gather, and we'll gather another red worker. So we have 2 red workers. All right. So that was move, play, gather, because we did a refresh. Back to the automa. Move the cube. It doesn't have 2 stars, so it's going to move. 1, 2, 3. It doesn't have 2 stars, so it's going to move 1. It's good. It's a good system. I like it. It's going to get a lot more stuff very soon, though. Okay, so we need to decide move. So I think we might play move and play. We don't have any quests to solve. Whenever you vanquish the final corruption from a location. How much guile do we have? How much does that have? 2. We can defeat that, but we can't go on that hex. No! Gain a green worker or solve. Gain the core value of any other card you control or vanquish. Let's move and gather. So we're going to move to this tile here. And just going to see what we get. Oh, that's a research base. That is cool. And we gain... Oh, what is that? Does that gain any one meteorite card? Yep, there isn't any face-up meteorite card, so we don't get any benefit. Boo. We'll place out the first one is a 4. The next one is a 5 guile. That's crazy. But then we're going to gather, and we're going to gain 2 guile. 1, 2, plus move, gather. That's it. Cool. Let's flip this. We move that, and they place their second star. No! The blue mech moves 1, and the black mech moves 1, 2, 3. It's our turn. We are going to move and play. So we're going to play Nacht. This is going to be a great thing, I think. So we're going to move 1, 2 to here, and we're going to vanquish. No, not here. We're going to go to this one. Yep, the mining town, and we're going to vanquish. So when we play Nacht, we gain 1 power, and we're playing this green, which means we gain the core value of any other card or vanquish. We're going to vanquish, and remember the first corruption we attack is reduced by 1 of each colour. So we gain that 5 becomes a 4. 2, 3, 4. And the 3 becomes a 2. 1, 2. And then whenever... Oh, I meant to play this guy first. Yeah, I'm actually going to retract this because I'm still a complete noob at the game. We're going to play the Tesla pistol. So that immediately allows us to vanquish. And we get to do the same thing. Whenever you vanquish the final corruption from a location, also gain a power and a guile. 1, 2. So we're going to gain both of those benefits. And that's it. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good. So move the cube, doesn't have 5, so it's going to move 1, 2, and does have 2, so it's going to sweep this card, replace that, and it's going to move to the final map tile that it hasn't revealed, which is here, and it's going to reveal Crater Rim. And we're going to put out a 4 and a 5. Okay. So back to us. So we're getting close to being able to boast, because we need to have 7 workers or 5 of these map tiles. We have 3. We have 8 cards under our control. No. 7 of these. All right. I want to play an item. So let's gather and then play. Once per turn if you rescue another card. So let's play and gather. So we're going to play this exosuit. Good work, Tenno. So we're going to play this exosuit. Once per turn, if you rescue another card, either gain its core value or activate its ability. So we'll play the exosuit up here, and we'll play it with a red. That gains us 1 of these. And then we will also gather the benefit on the thing, which is we can build an item or upgrade, tuck an item you control under the right of your mech mat. And so the one that I would like to tuck is this Tesla pistol. So the worker comes back. We now have this ongoing for the rest of the game. So we still have these two cards here. This one is now counted as not being under our control, for what it's worth. Okay, so move, sweep the cards next to it, which is close the vortex. And then move one space, because it doesn't have three things. It doesn't have four, so it's going to move 1, 2. So let's move and play, because I think we can vanquish another location, which is this impact zone. However, we don't have any real benefit from doing that. We don't have a card we can meld. What about that one? No. I'd like to gain a card, would be good. So maybe we should gain a card. Or should we rescue a card? Once per turn, if you rescue another card. No. I'd like to gain any face-up card. I'd tell you what I'd really like to do. I'd really like to go on this location here, but this idiot has absolutely stuffed me up. Alright, let's move and gather. We're going to move up to this hex here and hope that it lets us take a card. Ooh, an ice cave. Not going to let us take a card, but it is going to gain us $1 and a purple worker. So move to here, and we shall place a 3 and a 5. So that's the 8 that it requires. And this, that symbol is, does that refresh your cards and workers? That is so cool. That is it. Oh my god. So we get to refresh our cards and workers. Once per turn if you... No, that's rescue another card. Alright. So we're getting close to boasting on map tokens or workers. Move the cube. 1. 1, 2, 3. Sweep. It's going to sweep this. No. 1, 2, 3. And then move. There isn't any other spots to go, so it's just going to move 1, like so. So if I move and play now, maybe we can vanquish. Yeah, I'm going to move and play, and we're going to see what we get. We're just going to move up to here. The mountain pass. Okay, we get this, which is take an item card. Once again, no item card. Very good. It's a 4 plus a 3, so it needs 1 more, which is a 2. That's a lot, but we are going to now play a card. Let's play our Amulet of Bravado. Yellow gains us a guile and also gains us a power. And that'll do. So we now have 5, so we can now boast. So perhaps we go 1, 2, 3 to the fishing village and boast. Interesting. Okay, so this is an empty deck, so we reshuffle and we set 2 cards aside. 1, 2. I don't know why we do that, but there you go. Move the cube. Doesn't have 4. Move. 1, 2. Jumps over us 3. And this little guy moves 1, 2. So he's just going to be a pest from now on, unless he draws that one. 1 more space and it will get to 3. Back to us. So can I vanquish? Because he's just taken away my ability to boast. So maybe we go down to this research base. No, we can't defeat that. The only one we can defeat is this impact zone. So we are going to gather and move. So the gather is going to be a card from adjacent to us, which is an Allen Stone. Cool. When we take that, it goes into our active row, but we don't gain any benefit for it. And then we move. We're going to go down to the impact zone. 1, 2, 3. That's our turn. So it's going to not move that, doesn't do that, it's just going to move 1, 2, and the black mech's going to move 1. Alright. So now I think we're going to vanquish at the location that we are. And we're going to play knocked. So we're going to play a move and gather. Sorry, a play and gather. So this one we play, we spend our green worker, we gain 1 power, and then we're going to vanquish. The location that we're at has a 4 and a 2, which is effectively a 3 and a 1. 1, 2, 3, and a 1. If you vanquish, removes the location's final corruption, you may gain the revealed benefit. The revealed benefit is a meld, which we will do, but we also gain this, which is whenever you vanquish the final corruption from a location, also gain a power and a guile. So that's cool, could work knocked. So melding, we can take any card we control and we can place it underneath our thing. So when we do that, we gain the benefit straight away. So when you meld, you apply the benefit of all of the cards that you have already melded. So mine is gain $1 per available worker. I have 1, 2, 3 available workers. So I gain $1. And remember, dollars are victory points, which is cool. Interesting. Okay. I am actually really enjoying this. I think at the moment I'm still like trying to wrap my head around the rules and making sure I'm doing everything correctly. But I feel like once you get that, the strategy is going to be really interesting. Okay, so we have the cube. All right, so they have their 3rd star, which is going to start triggering some things. So that's going to move 2, 1, 2. This one, it's going to sweep that card away. And then it's going to move 1, 2, 3. All right, I can't boast, but maybe I can make another item. So move and gather. Turn one of these into an item, maybe. Exosuit. Doesn't really help me. I think I want to do some more vanquishing. How can I do some more vanquishing? This Cullstone requires a purple worker. That's quite useful. So let's move and gather. We'll move 1, 2, 3 to here. We'll take any card. We'll take this Cullstone. It goes here into our active row. And we replenish that. And that's our turn. this moves, it does have 3 stars, and so it's going to take the top corruption, and that's it. This one's going to go 1, 2, 3. So I have 6 of these little tiles. I need 7 to be able to boast. So this one, okay, can not boast anything yet. Okay, I'm going to do a play and a gather. So the play is going to be my exosuit. That's going to allow me to rescue a card. I'm going to rescue Nacht. When I rescue a card, either gain its core value or activate its ability, I'll gain its core value. And we also get to gather. The keen-eyed amongst you may notice that I am looking slightly different. It's because it's the next day. But we're going to gather, which allows us to take a card. And the card that I would like to take is a meld, gain 1 per 3 value corruption. I've got 2 of those. Yeah, so I'll take this Sunstone. So we have these cards in our active area right now, and I'm going to try and meld both of those. And that will be our turn. Cool. So we haven't got any boasting done yet. We haven't placed any stars, but we will indeed place stars. So let's go here. Move the cube. Okay, so the top mech is going to take the first corruption token from the location it's on, and the bottom mech is going to move 1 space to here and take that corruption token. And that is it. Once again, I very much enjoy how straightforward the mech turns are. Okay, so I can solve a quest with Gunther, but that is not much good to us. If we play Nacht, so I have, yep, okay. Intriguing. I have an item card that I can do. So let's move and gather. And that's going to allow us to move 1, 2, and we're going to gather the benefit of that, which is play an item card. So we will play this card here, the Amulet of Bravado, and it goes under here. So we now have 2 items. We gain the yellow worker back to our board. The red worker remains there. So we need to get 7 workers or 5 map tokens. We have got the 5 map tokens, so that's fine. And that's it. So we moved and we gathered. So it's going to move to here. It's going to sweep, and there is just this 1 card here that needs to be swept. And then it has got 3 stars out, so it's going to move to this location and gain the map token and find, oh, Tarkovsky's lair. So this is where the 20 thing goes. And that's it. And then there does not have 4 stars. Oh, he was actually supposed to go this way. Let's pretend we didn't see Tarkovsky's lair. Let's pretend we actually flipped this one, which is the ancient temple. And this guy goes 1, 2, 3. He doesn't have 4 stars. And we just have to put out the markers for there. That's a 4 plus a 4. Very nice. Okay, so it's now our turn. I feel we need to get some stars on the board. So I'd like to play at meld. Where do I meld from? There. So this one is going to get me 1 per 5 value corruption. This is going to get me 1 per 3 value corruption. So let's move and play. And that's a 5 value corruption. That's a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So I'd like to move 1, 2 to the mountain pass. So from here to here. And I'm going to play Nacht, playing a green worker. And that's going to allow us to vanquish. We gain a power when we play Nacht. And the first tile that we flip only costs us 1. When you vanquish, reduce the power of each corruption value by 1, 2. And we can't vanquish that one. That's a 4. But that's okay, because now we can boast. And that's it. So we've vanquished. And that's all. Now the reason I wanted to do that is I've now got 3 3s, which means when I meld with this card, I will gain $3. So we want to meld with that sunstone. That's it. That's our turn. Okay, so this is going to go 1 across to here and take the next one of these. And flip over a 3, and a 5. And the black mech will just move 1 to here. Of course, he takes away the meld location that I wanted to go to, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Now we want to go boast, I think. So let's do that now. So our turn, we are going to move and gather. So we are going to move 1, 2, 3. And the thing we're going to gather is that boast. So when we boast, we can declare a star. So if we look at the board down here, we can declare if we have 8 cards under our control, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can have 7 workers or 5 map tokens. We can have 7 corruption tokens. So we're actually going to boast that we have 5 map tokens. Here's our 5 map tokens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's it. And that was it, move and gather. Now, that does actually trigger some cool stuff. So when we play this guy now, because we have 1 star, we'll actually gain an additional power when we play it. So there's no value in getting a green worker, but I think I might play him and boast again for the corruption tokens. So that's it. Sweeping just this charter course north. And does not have 4 stars, so it's going to move 1, 2. Does have 3, so it's going to take the next corruption token, but it can't. If we look over here, it's moving 1, 2. Ah, no, it will. It'll go 1, 2, 3. It pretends we don't exist. All right. It's our turn. So we are going to play and gather. The play is going to be this. We don't have a quest to solve. We're actually going to do the gather first. We're going to boast again. And the boast is going to be for 7 corruption tokens. Then when we play this card, we play him there, we will gain 1 guile and 1, 2 power because we have 2 stars. So that's good, and we might as well gain a green worker. Doesn't hurt us at all. Good. Move and meld next turn is probably what we'll do. So their turn, they are moving the cube. this top blue mech, he's going to reveal this tile. We know that it's Tarkovsky's lair. I'll place that there. Good work, you stupid mech. And this guy's going to take the corruption token from where he is, because he has 3 stars as well. Easy turn. Okay, we move and we gather. We're going to move 1, 2 to the impact zone. We're going to gather the meld benefit, which is take a meteorite we control, and we're going to take this sunstone, which is gain $1 per 3 value corruption. Now when you meld, you gain the bonus of all of your melded cards. So we'll slide this up a little touch so we can see that. And our melded cards are $1 per available worker, which is 3, and 1 per 3 value corruption, which is 3. So we're going to gain $6. I should really get my silver coins out, my proper coins. I have proper coins from Scythe, the nice metal ones. They have a very attractive clink. Okay, so we moved and melded, that's it. I think next turn we refresh. We'd like to get a few more of these 5s before we meld our second time. Is this a 5/5? No, okay. I do need to grab a card, so I need to grab one more. Okay. Advance the cube. They place out their 4th star. They don't have 5, so the blue mech will just move 1, 2. And this mech, there is no map tokens for it to reveal, so it will just move 1, 2. And that is all for it. I just want to grab some cards, but our turn is unfortunately a refresh. So we're going to bring workers back, worker, worker, worker. All these cards come back. That is a vanquish action. And if we have 2 melded cards, we gain a thing per 5 value corruption. Is that how that works? I think it is. That's our turn though. That's unfortunate. So they don't have 7 stars, which is lucky for us. The cube's moving across. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. And this guy will go 1, 2. Our turn. So we get to take all 3 actions this turn. I'd really like to gain a card. And I'd really like to vanquish a 5. So this is a 5 and a 4. So if I go there, that is an item card, but this is a really good decision space actually. I think I want to get a card more than I want to get that thing. So there is this meteorite, which is gain 1 per active card. Once per turn if you rescue a card. Yep, so we can vanquish with this coalstone, so we don't need to worry about that. So let's move, play, and we'll just play the Gunter, maybe? Maybe we'll play the coalstone. Yep. So we will play the coalstone. So we're going to move across 1 space to here. We'll play the coalstone. That allows us to vanquish. When we vanquish, that gains us 2 power, 1, 2, orange power. we can remove one of these, however I don't think we will. Actually, do we want to gather first? Yeah, we're going to gather this Cipher Stone. That goes into our active row. It gets immediately replenished. We'll play that card, but I don't think we want to. No, better plan, Deno. Better plan. Let's play the Exosuit because it allows us to rescue a card. We'll rescue the Cipher Stone. If you rescue another card, either gain its core value or activate its ability. I will gain its core value, which is 2 of those. So that's pretty good. So move, gather the card, which was the Cipher Stone. Okay, so we just need to meld 2 more times. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These don't count as active cards, so we need to get more cards, I think. Okay. Move the cube. 4 stars, so they are going to take the next tile. 0 stars, nothing. Move 1, 2, 3. I probably forgot to gain a power for playing that guy. I'm definitely sure I did. Okay, we're going to move and gather. And that's going to be move to here and meld. The meld that we're going to take is gain 1 per 5 value corruption, maximum 3. Or do I get a couple more of those? Yeah, let's actually move and play. And we're going to move him up to here. And the play that we're going to take is playing Nacht. Nacht allows us to gain 2 power, 1, 2, and a guile, 1 guile. And then we're going to play him to vanquish the tile that we're on. The first one of these only counts as 4, so that's down to 6, plus 3 is 3. So we vanquish both of those, and that gets us a second 5, which is good. So that was move and vanquish. When we vanquish the final corruption from a location, we gain 1 and 1. And if you vanquish, you may gain the revealed benefit. The revealed benefit is a item, so we can build our exosuit, and we will build our exosuit. So we just need 1 more item to finish out our thing. So we gain our worker back. Good work, Nacht. So once per turn, if you rescue a card, you gain its core value. So we have these passive abilities now, which is pretty great. Good, that's a good turn from you, Deno. You should be proud of that. Okay, so we discard 2 of these. 1, 2. And then we draw the decision card. It has this, so it moves across. It's going to take another one of these, and it's going to move 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm a bit concerned about the number of points this mech guy's getting. So I really want to vanquish again. So can we move and play? No, we can't move and play. But we could move and gather. So let's move and gather. We'll move across 1 to here, and we're going to gather here. We're going to sweep, and then we can take a card of our choice. I guess we'll take that one. Goes to our active row. I was hoping for an item there. Activate the Ancient. This guy, oh no, so he's got 5 stars. And he's going to take that. Blackmare's going to move 1, 2. Our turn, we will move and play. Actually, do we gather and play? Yep. So we're going to play, which is going to be this Cullstone. And that allows us to vanquish. And it gains us 2 power, 1, 2. And when we vanquish this 5, which is only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whenever you vanquish the final corruption, we gain that and that. And we also gain a power per 5 value corruption. So we are, did I already include that? I don't think I did. So we are at maximum power. So that was our play. Then we're going to gather. And the gather action is either a boast or a sweep. So we don't have anything to boast about, anything new. We need to play 2 more meteorites. So we're going to sweep and hope we can get an item. If we get an item, hey-ya, it's another quest. So that's placate possessed animals. Bet you this is an item. No, another quest. So many quests. Advance the cube. He's going to take a map tile, the last map tile. There's a couple of corruption, and then the bottom mech, he's just going to go and take. There's one more there. Bottom mech is going to go 1, 2, and he's just going to take the top one of those. So I've talked about it before. I really like it when the solo version of the game just gets out of your way and lets you play. And this is a very good system because it doesn't take up a lot of cognitive load to operate the bot. It's great. All right, we need to meld. So we are going to move and play. No, move and gather. Our move and gather is 1, 2, 3. So we're going to gather the melding one. We're going to meld this Cipher Stone, which is discard a card to activate. No, gain $1 per active card. We also gain all of our existing stones, so that's $9. So I'll grab a 10, put back a 1, because we have 3 available workers, we have three corruptions, and we have 3 active cards. Alrighty. That's it for us. Sweeping. It's going to sweep that card, revealing another quest. And then it does have 4, so there's no map tokens left, so it's just going to move 1, 2. And then this guy is going to take that right there. Alright, there's only 3 stars to go. Our turn! We'll stay right where we are. We will play and gather. The gather is going to be to meld our Cullstone. We get our worker back. The Cullstone that we get is $1 per 5 value corruption. So we're going to gain $12 from our melded cards, our meteorites. Very good. I need to go to location 10 to do that one. And then we'll play Gunter. So we'll play the red, we'll gain a green, doesn't really matter. We just need one more item card. We don't have one, but we're going to go and boast about our wonderful meteorite collection. He's going to get us one guile, and we're already at maximum power. No map tokens left to reveal, so it moves one space. We do have 5 stars, so it's going to go and take those 2. Our turn. Move and gather. We'll move 1, 2. We'll boast about how great our collection of meteorites is. So we are 3 stars, and we need 1 more star to complete the game. There is not a single item on the board, so I need to sweep the board and then take an item. Oof. Move the cube. Sweep, good guy. Sweeping an item. 2 items, excellent. Then this guy's going to move 1, 2, 3. This guy, he's just going to move 1, 2, 3. Sweeping is optional, I'm pretty sure. So we want to move and gather, which is tragic. So yeah, we'll take a refresh action. It's unfortunate, but we have to, because we will not be able to do the things that we want unless we do that. Their turn. No cube. He's going to move, grab those 2, and he's just going to move 1. All right, I reckon we've done it. We're going to do it. So we want to move, gather, and play. So the quest that we've got is on 15. Where's 15? That doesn't let us take a card. Okay. So we will just, we get all 3 actions this turn. We're going to move, gather, and play. So that Scythe is probably the one we'll take. No, the Arcane Blade. Mountain Pass, we can vanquish for a 4. Yep. So let's move 1, 2, 3. We'll gather this card here, which is the Arcane Blade. And then we will play Nacht. He's going to gain us 2 power and 1 of those. And we'll spend the green. So we're going to vanquish. That only costs us 3. 1, 2, 3. When we vanquish, 1, 2, sorry, 1. We gain Final Corruption and we get the revealed thing. It was a meld. We can't use that. That's it. And our next turn, we're going to end the game almost. Two turns. We really need to get... yeah, you want card actions to be able to do boasts and stuff. Alright, they're placing out their 6th. This guy's going to take that. And this guy's just going to move 1. Our turn, we move 1, 2. And we're going to take this revealed benefit, which is to play an item card. The Arcane Blade. Whenever you gain multiple corruption via a single vanquish, gain $1 for each. That would have been good early on. Alright, so as you can see, we have 4 items and we have our 4 things. What we want to do now is move to a place where we can boast, and that will end the game. So, however, that's going to take us 2 turns. Move the cube. It is going to gain one of those corruption. Does that mean it can gain the big one? It's going to move one space. I'm not sure, but I think it does gain the 20. That sucks. And then 1, 2, 3. Of course, that guy moves us to there. So we will move and play. 1, 2. We're on section 19. The card that we'll play. I don't think we get any victory points for workers. Doesn't really matter. They're going to take their turn. They move that across. They've got 7. Yeah, it does need that, but that's okay. It would have just taken that then. And sweeping cards. Move. 1, 2, 3. On our final turn, we play, we gather, and then move. The gather will be to boast. Our final boast. We can boast 4 items, and the game ends. Come on. Now, I think, does everyone take one final turn? So I should move to a location where I can complete a quest. So location 15 or location 10. Let's go to 15, the ancient temple. 1, 2, 3, and we'll do that quest. Actually, if I do gather, yeah, that's fine. Move, gather. Gather, move. Gather, play. Has to be gather, play. So we will play this placate animals for its core value. The game ends when, end of the game, when a player places, each player then takes one final turn. So let's see if this little guy will, no, he's not going to get his 8th star. We discard 2, move that across, doesn't do that, doesn't do that. That's it. So our turn, we'll play this quest. We'll play Gunter. He gets us 1. And we're going to play this quest. We're in the northern location. Play it here. Costs us 1, 2, 3. We can sweep, and we gain the benefit of that, but that's okay. We've got 2 quests completed, and that's it. All right, so end of the game. End of the game. We score. This has been a good game. I really liked it. The total value of all coins you gained during the game. So I have 20, 31. Glory tokens placed on glory categories. Each glory token scores based on the quantity of quests you solved. I solved 2. So those 4 stars are worth 8 points each. That's 32. 32. 1, 2. Items, if they're upgraded, they score you the points in the bottom corner. So that's 6, 9, 11. And then corruption, each corruption token scores 2 points apiece. So I have collected a lot of corruption tokens there. That's 12. So that's 24. 24. So whatever that is, that's my final score. And this guy will score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Plus each star is 4. He's got 7 stars, so that's 28. 28 plus 25 is 53. So the Automa scores 53, and we've definitely scored more than that. Yeah, victory! Victory! That's Expeditions. I think that is a really solid game that got a lot of bad press early on. So that's a win for me. I'm really keen to try that with some of my gaming group and see if it plays better at multiplayer. But solo is good, really, really good. Hope you enjoyed this playthrough. I will catch you all in the next episode of BigDenoPlays. BigDeno out.